Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be recapping the price action from Tuesday, June 30th, where I took this really nice 945 trade that I think I managed pretty well going into the close. So I've also switched my theme to this more familiar gray background, green and black candles, because I've seen a lot of people mention it, and I thought it would be beneficial. And moreover, someone told me to hide the indicators as I explain things to make things clearer. So, if you guys enjoyed this format more, please let me know by hitting that like button. So, going from the daily chart, so coming into this morning, what was I expecting? Well, we had this Monday that was super bullish. So, just looking to get that initial move back into the range to 50% of this candle and then proceed to move to the upside. And my initial target for today was just this daily high, which was inside this fair value gap here. So this was my initial target. And also, if you check the other assets, you can see that all of them closed bullish the day before. So everything was lining up for a nice long. And as for the daily profile, I wasn't that sure of taking a continuation entry at 9:30 because I've seen that London was just consolidating inside Asia range. But what made me take that trade was this divergence that we had right at 9:30. And you can see that YM took out the Asian lows while NQ held. So NQ overall the strongest asset, the one I'm looking to trade long. And you can see that we have closed really aggressively here. And just I'm going to show you with these indicators. So this is the 4-hour candle, and you can see that we had a really nice open low. Then we closed above we closed above this singular down close candle here, but because this was interrupted by just this, I'll just consider this to be the high of the order block. So generally we are bullish, we have made the low. There's no point in coming back here. You can see that we have a two-stage where we have SMT like this. We also have a PSP posted. We have consecutive candle SMT. So we have the two-stage at the reversal. So now I'm just hunting a continuation to the upside. And what made me take this trade? Well, at 9:45, so 9:45 is right here. You can see that at 9:40, we got this really nicely looking fair value gap. I'm gonna turn the indicators back off. So we have this really nice fair value gap that we created, and you can see that overall NQ is just so much stronger than the other assets. So what does NQ do? Well, you can see that it takes out these highs and this high here. And what happens is we get SMT fill, where you can see that the other assets didn't take this candle's low, while NQ just tapped ever so closely inside this fair value gap. So this would be, how did ICT call this? Institutional order flow trail. So IOFED, I think. Yeah, so just we kissed that fair value gap, and then we started moving higher. And if we take a look on the 1 minute, which was my trigger for this entry, we had SMT on these lows right here, on and on the 9:45 candle, just as we opened the 9:45 candle, we validated this sequence of down close candles as our order block and validated this low as a protected low. So I entered basically close to the opening price of this order block with my stop on this protected low. And I want to explore a little bit with my trade management because I've done a bit of backtesting, and as you have seen probably from my past recaps, I was a bit frustrated when we had these massive moves like this, and I could only catch like a 2R when I know I could have done much more. And that is why here, once we crossed the high of day, which was this, and you can see that we made basically perfect equal highs. So this was 30,264, and the buy side liquidity was standing at 264.25. So basically perfect equal highs. And once we crossed those, I put my stop to break even because we could have just easily consolidated around this range, maybe 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, we had some orange folder news. Not really something you should be afraid of, but you have to take that into account because we might have some slight manipulation going on. And that is why I just went break even as soon as we crossed this. And I was still leaning bullish. I was just reviewing how NQ trades above this high, because if NQ just continues to be bullish and I see the other assets push as well, I'm in the good trade to say I'm trading the strongest asset to the upside. So as I said, we crossed this, stopped to break even, and once we reached 2R, I took half of the position off. So I bought here, let me see this. So I entered with 2 contracts, which that was about 0.75 of an hour for me. And I took a contract off at 2R and basically held the rest for the remainder of the day. And I exited around here. And why there? Well, as soon as we closed above the series of down close candles right here, my stop went to here because this was a protected low. And then I moved my stop to this low because this was the low of the 14 o'clock 1 hour candle. And that is a pretty good stop to take because we also have kind of the ideal C2 closure, taking out liquidity here inside a gap, tapping the order block, and then closing above this singular down close candle here. So this was pretty perfect in my opinion, and I just jammed my stop here. In hindsight, as we were coming closer to the close, I could have moved my stop here because this was a valid order block. Given that we have taken liquidity, we have seen the move back down, and we validated that leg back up again. So this was another order block formed from a fair value gap here, and this would have been a better place for my stop. But nonetheless, I think that this style of trade management is much better. I think that I should take close to 75 to 80% off at 2R and then hold about a contract or two and just trail my stop up as we get newer invalidation points and newer protected swings. I think that this would just be better because today I think I'm up close to 2R. And I mean close because it's actually over. So it's about 2.1 to 5 or something like that. But I'm just gonna say it 2R. And if I had just exited here, I would have been up just about 1.5, given that this was taken with 0.75 of an hour. So I think that this trade management works pretty well, and I'm gonna experience it with it this whole week. So be tuned for that. And yeah, that is gonna be it, guys. Probably tomorrow will still be looking bullish given this super bullish close, and look to trade here and up to the all-time highs, unless we get Asia just a flush down and some news comes out. But yeah, we'll see about that. So this is gonna be it, guys. If you enjoyed these types of recaps and you like that I changed my theme to this light mode, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.